What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is just another commentary. The game type is HardPoint. The map is Yemen. I'm playing with Hysteria. This is solo league play or whatever. And I wanted to do a video on host and lag. Okay, in this video, I'm 2-bar the whole entire game. And I end up dropping like 60 kills in a HardPoint game. And a lot of people will tell me that host matters and host is this and lag is that. And I'm agreeing 100% that video games online are a lot of host-based things, and there can be a huge host advantage that teams have, including myself and my team if our connection's really good, and lag compensation and all that type of stuff. However, in this game, me being 2-bar the whole time, I want to say you can play through it. You just have to know how to play through it. And obviously, I'm not playing the most talented kids, but I do want to say these kids have to be living in, I don't know, like I always make funny jokes like these kids are playing from a cruise ship, or these kids are playing in outer space, which they might be in outer space this time, because this is completely outrageous. It was just 2-bar, and it felt like you had to shoot 50 million bullets into people, and bullets wouldn't connect and stuff like that. And we barely came back to beat this team, and I don't know if it was because of the lag that we beat them and stuff like that, or not because of the lag, but because of the lag, like we barely beat them or struggling, or maybe they were just a good team and the players I was playing with were having bad days. But anyway, I want to do this video and let you guys know that a lot of the times, if you are struggling on LAN or online, it might be host based, you know. Like I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're playing from the EU, I have so much credit for you guys from EU that can play on American host, or if you're in America and you're playing on EU host, same scenario. And also West Coast to East Coast, that is completely atrocious. That is so horrible. I'm an East Coast player. I live East Coast, North Carolina, and I personally hate playing on Seattle hosts. Back in the day, since COD 4, there was a team called ATZ. Shout out to ATZ. In fact, Parasite, you guys know Parasite, he used to be on ATZ. And they used to purposely make one of them host just to screw us over. And at that point in time, I just got injured in football, so I was living in Minnesota. I got injured probably a year prior to that, actually, but not a year, about 8 months. And with that being said, they used to host like screw us or host F us, whatever you want to say, and they used to do that by saying they couldn't connect to our host, right? So like we would be all set up ready to play, and they'd have one player, and I still remember it to the day. His name is Hologram. He used to say, "Oh, I can't connect." So we used to try to do it back, and it was basically a bunch of bullshit. Like everyone could connect to everyone. Everyone just tried to host screw each other over. And I wanted to say, like, don't get frustrated at it, and know that like, if you're having a couple bad games, or if you see your favorite players, like where your pro players that you see, wow, they're not playing that good, a lot of it is host based, you know. Like for those of you that don't know, host in this game is huge, especially if you're using, like in my opinion, an MSMC or something like that. You're gonna get ripped up if you're going one-on-one with that. Like if you gun up in this game, I was actually really impressed, and I hope that you guys can see. I get 58 kills on 2-bar the whole time. I'm actually going to keep pressing the back button during this video so you can see that I'm getting 58 kills with 2-bar, you know. And I was really impressed at the end of it. And I was like, you know, I think I was probably just playing smart during it. But there's a couple times in this game where you'll see, wow, how did that guy not die? And I want to tell you how to play through it. The biggest thing is when you're playing on like a host disadvantage. Like let's say you're in, let's go New York. Shout out to the New Yorkers. Or the dudes in where my family lives is Jersey. Shout out to all the Jerseyans. But let's say you live there, right, and you're playing against someone in, let's go Cali or Washington, or vice versa, Washington to whatever, or Puerto Rico. Anyway, you get the point. Let's just say you're playing from a far away. You need to play differently, and how I mean differently is you need to play campy, and why that is because you cannot challenge everything. So let's take CTF for example. You're playing CTF against a team that you know has a bad host, and instead of complaining about it, try to play different. And I'm not saying this is going to work, but I'm saying this is a step to help, and I've been through it a lot, so I want you to know I got your back when it comes to this. It's definitely a frustrating thing, and it can be one of the things, like, what if you lose? Have you guys ever lost to a team that just hosted you? The only reason you lost to them is because they had a better host, and you were like, these kids suck. How are we straight up losing to these kids? I've had that happen numerous times in my career, and I know how it feels. But you need to play slower in CTF. I have a motto most of you guys have picked up by now called push up, lay down. And that means you push up to a location and you're going to lay down. You're going to make the team make a mistake and pass you. So like let's say you push up to an area, cargo for example, you push up to one of the crates, you lay down, they'll push past you, shoot them in the back, you'll get 2, 3 down or whatever, and then do it again. Get 1 cap. Once you get 1 cap, the rule, like I said, comes into play. Foreplay gang. We don't play to make friends, we play to win. You know what I mean? So that means you can't. That means you do what it takes to win, and that means we create winners. So let's start winning. And I mean do that to the best of your ability. Like, try to, another thing you can do that helps is the gun selection. Try to use like faster like burst guns or guns that have quicker fire rate. Like for me, if I'm on a bad host, I want to use a Scorpion, try to get up close and just have that gun rip them up. You know, like in this game you'll see, obviously, bad example, I'm using an MSMC and it feels like a lot of my bullets don't register, but I think this is an open map. In fact, it's harder for me to use an SMG on this map. I don't know if you guys are better at it than me, but I struggle sometimes using an MSMC. Obviously, I put up 58 this game, but sometimes I definitely do struggle using an SMG in this. I'd like to use an M8, but try to use guns that like can work in your advantage, you know. So try to use like Scorpion is a good example. PDW is I think better than MSMC on bad host, and I feel that an M8 can even work. You just got to lead your shots, you know. Like a lot of you guys know that I play with a dude named Hysteria a lot, which he's in this game. He's always 3-bar because most of the time we'll play on East Coast hosts, and he's adapted to the point to where he knows exactly how to lead his shots and all that type of stuff. And once you get that down, then it might become a little bit harder for you to play on 4-bar, you know. So basically, I want you guys to learn how to play in a different situation, on like how to play on a 4-bar or a 3-bar, and just know that you have to play different. I wanted to make this video to address it because I think it's something that doesn't really get talked about much, and a lot of you guys can get frustrated, but it's actually not really your fault. You know, like I feel if you play bad on a bad host, I mean, yeah, you could have played better, and I know I've played bad. Like if you guys have seen gameplay where I play bad, like whether you're watching a live stream or something like that, please account for the host because that can be atrocious. Like for me, it's hard to play on I'm the worst West Coast pro. Like I'm so bad on playing on West Coast hosts as a pro. I don't know if I'm really the worst, but to me, I really struggle on it because I don't know if I've gotten so used to having a better, like a 3-bar is good, but 3-bar sometimes on this game feels like a solid 2-bar, you know, like on other games, and I don't know why that is. A lot of people are telling me it is because of the lag compensation, like the better the internet you have. In fact, if you know anything about this, is it like on this game, the better the internet you have, the actually worse it is off for you? Is that really how it is? If you could, leave me in my comments below and let me know. And I just feel like sometimes in this game you get away with a lot of stuff. Like if you have not that good of a connection, you know, like it feels like sometimes these kids just get away with stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to. But yeah, so this is basically host compensation and how you play during it and why host matters. That's what we're going to title this video, why host matters and everything like that. But also at the end of this video, now that we're done talking about that, I wanted to address some other stuff. For the class setup video that I'm going to do this weekend, I want you guys to know that I'm going to do Frag Cup rules first. And Frag Cup is this tournament, and I wanted to kind of throw it in a commentary before this weekend. If you guys want to watch us play in Frag Cup, okay, we're going to be playing at twitch.tv/Proofy, and that's going to be Proofy stream, my teammate Proofy. I'll try to put that in the description below, and we're going to be playing on Sunday. You guys can come support. Hopefully I don't play bad and stuff, but I know you guys got my back either way. So yeah, basically that's going to be Sunday, and we are in the top 32 like most of you guys know, and hopefully we can bring it home. You know, like our goal is top 4. We've been playing, and like I said in one of my last commentaries, that if we can play well in HardPoints, we will be a top 2 team in it, and if not, then yeah, it's going to be rough. But hopefully you guys come support us, and I might do a video the day of, like upload a video saying, hey, come check us out on like this channel or whatever, and then hopefully you guys will see that and you can come watch. But it's Sunday at, I don't even know the time, I want to say 3 p.m. They have another one going on Saturday, but those are for the people that played on the first day. Actually, never mind, I think it's all on Sunday. Yeah, it's all Sunday at 3 p.m. I believe. So definitely come check that out. And then also, I hope you guys like the content that's coming out. I got this iGame series starting up tomorrow, I believe. So check that out. This is going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to do the first one against Farico. You'll see it tomorrow. Farico CTF on standoff. And for those of you that don't know who Farico is, they're probably the best hardpoint team in this game right now. They're just dirty on how they play. They have like a 4 post-up Slayer. They have like 2 post-up Slayers and then 2 SMGs that run around, and it just works really well for them. Their setups and their rotations, in my opinion, are the reason they are so good. And they're really just articulate with how they play. Like they have really good rotations, and I hope that my team gets to that point to where our rotations are good. But we have yet to even go over stuff. We finally went over our breakouts, and that feels good because hopefully that makes a difference a little bit in some stuff. But we shall see. Either way, this is Foreplayy from Team Envious and the Foreplayy gang. I hope that you guys like that gameplay. Pretty good. So take care. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Way to step up.
What up, Foreplayy gang? I hope that you guys like that 58-26 gameplay on Yemen HardPoint Solo League. I believe I was Masters at that time. Maybe, I'm not really sure. But I hope that you guys keep dominating your game. As always, on the top left is going to be a random video. The top right is going to be Black Ops 2 Made Me Lazy. You guys are the best. Check them out. Favorite, comment, subscribe if you want. I'm Foreplayy. Peace.